Okay, everybody, welcome back to my review of last night's live edition of Impact, the Before the Glory special. Now, like I said, when I finished off part one, I was talking about the Foley Flair match. Like I said, very brutal. A lot of people say it was the match of the night, basically say it was the match that saved the show. But again, like I said in part one, and again I reiterate this, or whatever you want to call it. TNA is so used to doing tapings that they can't even figure out not figure out, but they're so used to doing tapings that Jeremy Borash, who's the ring announcer for TNA, basically calls the match a Falls Count Anywhere match instead of a Last Man Standing match. It wasn't the referee that said that, it was Jeremy Borash. And you think to yourself, because when I heard this, I'm thinking, Jeremy, are you okay or something? I mean, what's going on here? You know, that's not what I remember. But anyway, after Foley wins the match, he tells Flair, hey, basically he has to remind Flair, hey, you made this added stipulation that if you lost, you'd kiss my ass. Well, Flair is coming down to the ring, and I guess is about to reluctantly do it, and then here comes Fortune out of nowhere to attack Mick and make sure it doesn't happen. But then EV2 shows up, and we have a brawl basically all over the place. Anyway, all over the place. So anyway, after that takes place, Eric Bischoff starts to hit. So after the brawl kind of breaks out and then lightens up, we see Eric Bischoff heading to the ring, and I guess as everybody's leaving the ring and EV 2.0 is leaving, Bischoff's music hits and he starts to come out. And I guess some people are thinking, because again, like I said, they're so used to doing live tapings, doing tapings instead of live broadcasts, that they can't even get, they can't even let one group leave or one person leave before another shows up. So Bischoff comes out, gets in the ring, looks around the ring, and says, and basically kind of, gives credit where credit is due by saying he's seen a lot of train wrecks tonight, but this, ranks up there, and I guess gives his approval, his thumbs up on the Last Man Standing match, saying, I've seen a lot of train wrecks in my time, but this ranks up there as one of the top, if not the top train wrecks of all. Now, I don't know if, now again, he probably would, and again, I guess in a way he was giving his own stamp of approval or credit to what he just saw with the Last Man Standing match. Or maybe in some people's minds he was talking about how much of a train wreck the show was going. So anyway, he's calling out Abyss, saying, okay Abyss, let's get this over with. We go to a break. He's still calling out Abyss. And then all of a sudden here comes Rob Van Dam. Rob comes out basically. He's not really cheered as much because maybe they showed some kind of promos with all the participants in the matches at Bound for Glory, and I think one of them had Rob on the beach in LA or San Diego saying that he had single-handedly lifted TNA up or something like that. I don't know. So Rob comes out and basically tells Eric Bischoff straight up, doesn't even take too long, he just says, hey, you tell Dixie if she gets rid of Abyss tonight, then she's going to lose me. Basically he says, if I don't get my match at Bound for Glory against Abyss, if Abyss isn't there to compete and he's gone, then she's going to lose the whole effing show as well. Basically, Rob Van Dam is threatening to quit TNA, which kind of surprises Bischoff. And Bischoff says, okay, you have it, no problem. Because that's all Rob Van Dam came out to do. He came out to say, hey, look, you get rid of Abyss, you and Dixie get rid of Abyss, then I'm gone too. I'm out of here. It's not worth being here if I can't get my retribution or all that. I mean, basically, he shocked Bischoff to the point that he's basically saying, hey, I'll give up my future title opportunity or my future opportunity to get my championship back if I can't get my match with Abyss. So he basically, that's all he says, he just straight up telling him that tells him that, so he walks away from the ring. He just says, hey, before he leaves, he says, hey, after the match, I don't care what you guys do, but I want my match. And that's what he does. He goes, and then after just straight up telling Bischoff that, he leaves. And then what else? What else? I don't. Oh yeah, then we get a promo with Eric Young and Orlando Jordan. I guess there's some kind of comedy team now. And then we get the match that they're in, which was against Inc. Well, I really didn't know what to say about this match. I mean, it was funny, it was comedic, and of course, because of, I guess they're trying to push OJ and EY, that OJ and EY, they both win the match. I mean, I guess you could say it's sort of a comedy duo thing, I don't know. I guess they bring out the best in each other. I can't really say. But anyway, they win, but then Eric Young, I guess this new personality of his, this schizophrenic personality, says, hey look, we can't do this, this was wrong the way we won, blah blah blah. Let's have a rematch. Let's have a rematch at Bound for Glory. So now another match has been added to Bound for Glory, be Inc. against Orlando Jordan and EY. So there we go. And it was around this time that my mom, had come home from school, and I was helping her with some of her things. And I was still trying to watch and record iMPACT. And as soon as I get back into my bedroom to watch it again, because I was recording it and everything, I get back into my bedroom to watch it, and all of a sudden I see this. Well, actually, this was first of all, before I saw this, we had a backstage promo with RVD, Bischoff, and Dixie. Dixie telling RVD, hey, I understand your code deal, but after that, he's gone. Basically saying that after your match, Abyss is gone. And Bischoff comes in with the papers and, saying that effective at 12:01 on October 11th, Abyss is gone from TNA. Now, some fans one fan that called into the PWR show last night pointed out that what Dixie could have been signing, because I guess they were trying to portray her as somebody that was so frustrated, that was so overwhelmed after what happened to her, basically not thinking clearly. Basically she's signing something she's signing a paper that's not, approving the termination of Abyss, but she's basically signing over the rights and ownership of TNA as well as the presidency to Eric Bischoff and Hogan. That's what one fan pointed out, because again, like I said in part 1, this fan pointed out the fact that Bound for Glory is in the Ocean Center, so it would be kind of a little ironic if not to have something similar to what happened 15 years ago. But then again, we don't know. I mean, TNA and companies like TNA and WWE, they have thrown us the proverbial curveball in the past. They have thrown us that. So who's to say that they're not going to throw us a curveball again? We'll find out. But anyway, that's what we find out. And then after that happens, and I'm helping my mom get her, basically get settled, helping my mom out a little bit after she comes home. I'm helping her get, everything put away. Hey, I walk back into my bedroom. Boom. Well, TNA's still on, and I see these two people show up. These two people in the ring, and I'm thinking, who is this? And then it hits me. Please don't tell me if this is what I think it is. And it was The Shore. It was The Shore, Robbie E. and Cookie, or as a lot of us know him, Rob Echoes and Becky Bayless. And oh my God. How do I put this? Do I got enough time to even talk about this? Yeah, I guess I got enough time or something. Yeah, I got plenty. But oh my God. But oh my God, are you fucking, excuse my language, but are you fucking kidding me? Is TNA that desperate? You know, I love TNA. I'm a TNA fan. But is TNA that desperate for viewership that they're going as far as to try to target the audience and the fan base of Jersey Shore by bringing in by taking a talented wrestler, independent wrestler like Rob Echoes, and turning him into this? And probably taking a talented woman's wrestler, or up-and-coming woman's wrestler like Becky Bayless, and turning her into that? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? I mean, when I saw all these vignettes and all these promos of, oh, the Shore is coming, the Shore is coming, I'm thinking it's going to probably have to do with Jersey Shore, but they might make him something different. They might make him bigger than life. You know what one person said? You know what David Hero said on the Max Sport on PWR show last night? He said now the TNA's got their own Zack Ryder. Because that's what it looks like. They got their own Zack Ryder, and they got their own version of Rosa Mendes. You know, when Rosa and Zack were together? All I know is they better have this guy, all I know is they better have Rob Echoes embrace this character and push this character as hard as they can, because if this guy is going to be nothing more than a waste of money in a race of a gimmick, then I don't know why TNA even did this to him, or even brought him and did this to him and Becky. I don't know why they did this to him if they're not going to have something big planned for this guy. Either he's going to be the X Division champion before the year's out, or they better put him right in the main event spot, right in the world title picture or something. Because this is the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my life. I mean, I love TNA, I love you and everything, but you sure fucked up on this gimmick. You sure fucked up on it, unless you can prove us wrong. Unless you can prove us wrong. That's all I could say, TNA. Unless you could prove us wrong. Okay, now, then we get into the Battle Royal. Okay, then after that, we get into the Battle Royal featuring all the participants at Bound for Glory. In matches. They're participating in matches at Bound for Glory. Kind of surprised a little bit. I didn't know he was in it, but Jay Lethal and Doug Williams, from what I read, have a match at Bound for Glory for the X Division title. So everybody's in there. It's an invitational Battle Royal, $1,000 Battle Royal. And apparently, no one had been eliminated for quite some time. Everybody that entered just kept fighting and fighting. Nobody was eliminated until Abyss enters the ring and starts chucking people over the top rope. Just throws people out like they're nothing. Just throws them out like they're nothing. And then RVD shows up with his as part of it, because it's an invitational Battle Royal. Now, I didn't get to see this because I was helping out my mom a little bit. And apparently RVD eliminated himself and Abyss from the match, which brought it down to Anderson and Angle, who were actually the first two to start. And Anderson gets eliminated by Angle's slam by Kurt Angle, so Kurt Angle is $1,000 richer, says he's going to donate it to charity. And I'll be back with part 3.